Hey guys, so today we are going to be looking at Everyday Math Lesson 6.6, and this is all about using multiplication and division diagrams. So over the next couple of days throughout this week, we're going to be focusing on number stories, and we're going to be solving some one-step number stories, and then looking at solving two-step number stories. And we're also going to be looking at writing our own number stories. So for today, our assignments are math boxes, the home link, and then you're going to write a number story. Obviously, it's not going to be on IXL. So our objective is I can use multiplication division diagrams to make sense of and solve number stories. So just in your head, I want you to answer and write the fact family for the number sentence. So write the fact family for this number sentence. So your fact family should be 20 divided by 4 equals 5. But then there's also 20 divided by 5 equals 4. And now we do the opposite and our multiplication. 5 times 4 equals 20. And 4 times 5 equals 20. Remember, when we're looking at fact families, the numbers are all going to be the same. When we're doing division, we need the biggest number in front. And then we're switching the two dividends. And then for our multiplication, the biggest number will always be the answer, and we switch the two factors to get the product. All right, so on your board, I want you to think of at least two different number models with a question mark for the unknown to represent this story. So Annette has bags of grapes for her team. In each bag, there are 5 grapes. There are 45 grapes in all. How many bags does Annette have? So I want to use cubes is the first thing that I want to set up. And I know that I need to circle the numbers. So I see 5 grapes and 45 grapes in all. I'm going to underline the question. How many bags does Annette have? And I'm going to box in the keywords. So I see the word each. So that makes me think of I'm going to have groups. I see the number in all. So that makes me think of total, like addition, or the total as in multiplication. So we're kind of like at this point, we don't necessarily know. I'm going to evaluate it. So when I evaluate, I go through and I think about what I know and what I can do to solve this. So Annette has bags of grapes for her team. In each bag, there are 5 grapes. So I'm picturing these bags and there's 5 in each of them. And there are 45 grapes in all. So I know my answer can't be more than 45 because that's how many grapes she has. And I can't have more grapes than what we started with. So I need to know how many bags. So I don't know the bags. I know how many are in the bag. So I want to think about my number sentence as I'm taking those 45 grapes and I'm splitting them into groups of 5. So I would say 45 divided by 5 equals the number of bags. Now, I asked for 2 different number models. So just like with our fact family before, I can make this into a number model, a multiplication number model. So I would say 5 times something equals 45. And when I work it out, I can do 45 divided by 5, and that equals 9. And that would mean 9 bags of grapes to make 5 in each and have 45 grapes. Okay, so remember our goal is to use a multiplication division diagram. This chart is a multiplication division diagram. I always like to kind of think about it this way. So if I were to start here and then go to the end to the right, then I'm going to multiply. So if I know this number times this number, this will be my product. However, sometimes I'm going to know my total in all, which is right here, and I would have to take this total divided by either the number in each something or the number. So I want to show you what I mean. It's hard to explain without putting actual words in those. So I'm going to show you how to fill in what these stand for and then put our numbers in. So it says Anna has 8 bags of rubber bands. Each bag has the same number of rubber bands. Anna has 56 rubber bands in all. How many rubber bands are in each bag? So I'm still going to go through this. I'm going to circle 8 bags and then 56 rubber bands. So I know I'm talking about bags and rubber bands. And my question is, how many rubber bands are in each bag? I see the word each here. I see this number same, so I know I want to have equal in all in each bag. So I'm going to evaluate this, and this is where I'm going to start using my chart. So the one thing that I know that is pretty easy is there's 56 rubber bands in all. So on my chart, I'm going to write in rubber bands. Rubber bands in all. And I know from my number story that number is 56. Now I'm left with a blank and then blank per blank. This per right here is similar to this each right here. Each bag or per bag. So in this case, we're going to say rubber bands per bag. And then I'm going to take this bag right here, and that's going to be over here. So we're going to know the number of bags. We're going to know the number of rubber bands per bags, and then we'll be able to know the number of rubber bands in all. So looking at my number story, Anna has 8 bags of rubber bands. So my bags, I'm going to put in 8. And it says, my question is, how many rubber bands are in each bag? So I would have a question mark here. Now remember, I told you my little trick. If I know my all, I'm going to work backwards and divide. So my first number sentence could be 56 divided by something equals 8. I also could work forward. 8 times question mark equals 56. I can think about the rest of my fact family and find the one that's going to be easy for me to solve. So I would have 56 divided by 8 equals question mark, and then question mark times 8 equals 56. This one would be the one that I would use to help me because I could draw my 8 circles and split my 56 rubber bands into each. And that's going to leave me with 7. 56 divided by 8 is 7. So she would have 7 rubber bands in each. Let's try another one. There are 72 third graders at field day. The gym teacher wants to group them into teams of 8. How many teams can they make? So I've got 72 third graders, and we need teams of 8. How many teams can they make? My keywords, there's not really too much that's telling me my math words. The groups is going to help me out here. So I'm going to start with the beginning. There are 72 third graders. I'm not going to multiply and I'll get more third graders somehow. So I'm going to say third graders in all. and there are 72. The gym teacher wants to group them into teams of 8. So I'm looking at the third graders, 72 in all. There needs to be teams. So I'm going to say third grade. So how many third graders per team? Well, I know there are groups of 8 into each team. So there are going to be 8 third graders per team. And I need to know how many teams can be made. So that'll be my last label. And that's my question mark. So remember, going from the all to the other numbers, we're going to have division. I want to go this way, multiplication. So my first number sentence, I'm going to do 72 divided by 8 equals something. Multiplying, it would be something times 8 equals 72. My fact family, 72 divided by something equals 8. And 8 times something equals 72. Again, I can use this one to help me to solve it. I would need 8 groups or 8 teams, and I have 72 players, so I would have 9 in each group. So actually I did this wrong. It would be 72 divided by 8 is 9. And I'm looking for the number of teams, so it would be 9 teams. So this would be 8. I should have done it like this and gone through 8, and then I would have found that I needed another group to show 9 teams. All right. Turn in your book to page 200. We're going to be doing this together. And for each number sentence story, you are going to do multiple things, and you'll be expected to do this on your assignment. So you've got 1, complete the diagram, use a letter to represent the unknown. Instead of a question mark, we're going to start using letters. Number 2, write a number model. Number 3, solve the number story. You may draw a picture to help. And then write your answer as number 4 with the unit. So here's our number story for this question. Adele has 50 stickers to put into 5 gift bags. She plans to put the same number of stickers in each bag. How many stickers should she put in each bag? So I know she has 50 stickers, and she wants to put them into 5 gift bags. She needs to know how many stickers she should put in each bag. So I'm trying to figure out the number of stickers. So I think S is going to stand for stickers. So I'm going to use the letter S instead of a question mark to show stickers. Adele has 50 stickers. That tells me how many she has in all. And it says she puts them into 5 gift bags. Well, my gift bags are here, so we're going to put 5. And we need to know how many stickers she should put in each bag. Remember that word each is similar to the word per. So we don't know what that is. Remember, we're not doing a question mark, but the S. So remember, if I know my total and I work the opposite, I'm going to divide. So my number model with the letter will be 50 divided by S equals 5. So I have completed the diagram. I wrote the number model. Now I'm on to solving. I want to think about my pictures, or I want to think about how I can flip this around so that it works for me. And I could do 50 divided by 5 gift bags, and that'll give me S. So I could draw my 5 gift bags, and I split the 50 equally, I get 10. So my answer is I've solved it, and I'm writing my answer is 10, and my unit is stickers. So one way that I can check it is I can put it back into my model. So S equals 10 is what we found out. Let's check it. 5 times 10 equals 50. It makes sense. So I wrote the answer with the unit. Still page 200, I want you to think about how you would solve this. There are 48 third graders. The gym teacher puts them into teams of 6. How many teams are there? Let's go T for teams. I can see 38 and teams of 6. How many teams are there? I know we're going to have groups. So I'm looking, there are 48 third graders. So 48. The gym teacher groups them in teams of 6. So that would be third graders per team is 6. And it's asking me how many teams are there. I'm going to go this way, so I'm going to divide 48 divided by 6. Oops, I think it's something. I'm supposed to be using letters now, no longer question marks. So this would be T. 48 divided by 6 equals T, number model with the letter. And I need to do groups of 6. So I would say 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, oops, 6, 36, 42, 48. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. Does my answer make sense? Well, I can put this back in there. T equals 8. 8 times 6 does equal 48, so it works. All right, this is page 201. A little bit trickier. We have to fill in the labels. So there are 7 boxes of golf balls. 7 boxes. Each box has the same number of balls. There are 63 total golf balls. How many golf balls are there in each box? Question, each box. And I'm looking for the number of golf balls in each box. So I know my total. I know my total is the same as in all. So I have golf balls in all. And there are 63. I want to know how many golf balls are in each box. Remember, each and per go together. So I'm just going to say B is what we're trying to figure out for the balls. Looking at golf balls. And I don't know what this is. This is what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm going to put a B here because we're trying to figure out golf balls per box. And I do know that this one's going to be boxes. There are 7 boxes. So go this way, divide. 63 divided by B equals 7. So when I look at it, I need my 7 boxes. And I would have 9 in each. So 63 divided by 9 equals 7. I'm going to say 9 golf balls is my answer. I can put it back in there. 7 times 9 is 63. That makes sense. Okay. I want you to try to solve this one on your own. And then when you are done with that, you will have your math boxes to work on, and then your home link, and then you will be writing a numbers story.